So how do we light the Chanukah candles? The Talmud curiously relates a debate between Shamai and Hilel. As far as the school of Shamai is concerned, you light the Chanukah candles 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As far as the school of Hilel is concerned, you light 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is our common practice. The simple rationale for Shamai is because now there's 8 days of Chanukah, now there's 7 days, now there's 6 days, etc. The simple thinking of Hilel is 1 day of Chanukah has gone by, 2 days of Chanukah have gone by, 3 days of Chanukah have gone by, and so forth. But then another opinion in the Talmud comes along and suggests the rationale for Shammai is corresponding to the sacrifices that were brought on the festival of Sukkot. Just like in the festival of Sukkot on the first day, one brought 70 sacrifices to correspond to the 70 nations of the world, and they were brought in descending order over the course of the festival, so too we light the Chanukah lights in descending order. Whereas according to Hillel, we light in ascending order, because as a general rule, we always have to increase in holiness and never decrease. The obvious question to consider here is, what is the real deeper psychological rationale behind the dispute of Shammai and Hillel? And indeed, what do animal sacrifices on Sukkot have to do with the lights of Chanukah? Sigmund Freud was of the opinion that in life, as per his general rule of psychology, you have to really get to grips with the demons and the darkness that exists within you before you could ever hope to move on, to be able to progress. You could spend a day, a week, a month, a year, a lifetime on a couch grappling with whatever the struggles are. Essentially, we all have demons within. And as far as Freud is concerned, you'll always have to deal with those demons, with that darkness, before you're able to move on and progress in life, before you can be a better and more productive individual. Many years later came along another psychologist, Skinner, who maintained that that's just the point. You'd spend a lifetime dealing with the darkness. You'll never be able to be productive. Again, we all have struggles. We all have demons. We'll all spend so much time dealing with that we'll never be able to do things more positive, more meaningful. Therefore, as far as he's concerned, the demons are where they are, and let them be where they may be. Right now, you just need to create alterations in your behavioral patterns. And as much as something might come to you impulsively or instinctively, pause in the moment and just choose to act somewhat different. And that conscious awareness of being present with your actions and choosing to alter your behavioral patterns will in and of itself make you ultimately a different, better, more conditioned person. And the demons, they'll actually get parked so deeply within, if not completely expunged altogether. Actually, long before them, there was this same debate between two great rabbis, Rabbi Aryeh Leib of Shpola and Rabbi Shneur Zalman of Liadi. One maintained, Rabbi Aryeh Leib of Shpola, much like Freud, that when you have dirty furniture, first you have to clean the furniture, then you bring it into the house. As per the verse, Sur meira ve'aseh tov, first get rid of the negative, then concentrate on doing good. Rabbi Shneur Zalman of Liadi, the Alter Rebbe, insisted, no, bring the dirty furniture into the house. And then ultimately it'll clean itself, or it'll take care of itself. And his biblical precedent to that is the Jews in Egypt, who were at the depths of depravity on such a lowly level. God didn't wait till they rehabilitated themselves before he took them out from Egypt, but rather, as we say in the Haggadah, ki b'chipazon, he took us out in haste, even at that lowly level. Gave us immediately mitzvot, commandments, ways by which we can alter our behavioral patterns, notwithstanding how lowly we will have stooped. And that ultimately we changed and we became a chosen nation. That really goes to the core of the debate between Shammai and Hillel as well. As far as Shammai is concerned, there's a lot of darkness, and much like Freud and much like Rabbi Aryeh Leib of Shpola, you've got to deal with the darkness. You've got to first clean the furniture. Corresponding to that vast darkness, you have to create a lot of light. Hence, 8 candles. And then, as you start dealing with the darkness and it becomes slowly diminished, you require less light to counterbalance that. And therefore 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hillel says it's too much effort. It's going to take too much time. You won't be able to be productive. You won't be able to move on. Much like Skinner, much like Rav Shneur Zalman of Liadi, he insists just alter your behavioral patterns. Do a mitzvah today. Create a little bit of light. 1 candle. Tomorrow do another mitzvah. 2 candles, 3 candles, 4 candles. Just continue to increase in your good deeds, creating the light. Ultimately, they'll have 8 candles. and the darkness will disappear. It'll take care of itself. What does that have to do with the oxen, with the sacrifices on Sukkot? Well, initially there were 70 sacrifices corresponding to the 70 nations, diversity, division, different nations, different mindsets. The objective was to decrease over the course of the festival, to make out of the many one, to create out of the diversity unity. That's the Shamai approach. Start with the darkness and work your way towards the light. Hillel says, start with the light and build from there, always increase in holiness. We, of course, light our candles very much like Hillel instructs. That's Jewish law. By definition, we all have issues, we all have darkness, we all have struggles. Don't get stuck there. Just go out, do something good, even if it's out of your comfort zone, even if it doesn't come to you naturally. And continue to do good, continue to increase in light with your loved ones, within yourself, with your outside world, with your community. And invariably over the course of time, the darkness will disappear. It'll take care of itself. Meanwhile, you'll have done everything necessary to create light in your life and in your surrounds, and indeed in your world. Shabbat Shalom and Happy Chanukah.